What's up, everybody? Welcome to The Source this week. We are so glad to have you with us. Today, we're going to be hearing a message from Pastor TJ, and we're going to be having some worship with Trevor right after that. Following the message, we're also going to be meeting on Zoom for some Zoom groups to just talk about the message and what we learned. We're so glad to have you with us this week, and we hope you enjoy this message.
Welcome, Source. This is week 2 of our series, Left on Red, Restarting the Conversation. And it stinks to have this done to you. Like, if you're left on red, especially if it's a conversation that's important to you, this is no fun at all. But let me ask you, have you ever done this to someone? For me, I do it all the time. And it's because I'm one of the worst texters in the world, primarily because if I don't respond right away, I won't respond at all. Normally, when I do this, there isn't malintent, it just happens. And in this series, what we're talking about is what are we supposed to do when we have discovered that our relationship with God has stalled out, when we've left the conversation on red. We have discovered that many in our conversations with students like you, that some of you are stalled out in your relationship with the Lord. Where once it was vibrant, now it's struggling. And it's my sense that most of this isn't due to malintent or a decision not to be close to God. Rather, it's happened because of a lack of intentionality. So how do we begin to fix this? David last week gave us the great first step of re-engaging our first love. And tonight, I want to continue this conversation with what I believe is the next step in how to re-engage the conversation. And this is to allow God to reveal what is broken, because you can't fix something you don't know is broken. When I was in middle school, I would always get up as late as possible because I valued sleep more than prep time. I would quickly get dressed and out the door. And this one morning, I saw this cute girl snickering at me. And truth be told, I thought she was flirting, so I flirted right back because Pastor T just got some game. So I thought. That was until I discovered why she was laughing. You see, that morning in my sleepy haze, I had put on my sister's pants instead of my jeans. I had unknowingly put on my sisters that had a butterfly sparkle pattern on the butt. Let's just say that was the first day I ever skipped school. But get this, I couldn't fix that problem until I knew it was a problem. Because you can't fix something you don't know is broken. Have you ever been in this situation? Like, not in your sister's pants, but in a time where you know something is broke, but you don't know what? Have you ever been frustrated and not known why? You just wake up annoyed one day, or you're sad and you just don't know why? Have you ever had someone call you out on something you didn't even know you did? Maybe it's something like you gossip about someone unintentionally, or you're a jerk to people and you just don't even know why it happens at times. Or maybe you know you do something, but you don't know why you keep doing it, even if you've sworn to yourself you would stop. Why do I yell when I'm mad? Why do I turn to that person I know isn't good for me? Why do I do this thing when I know it doesn't make me happy? And until you discover the why, it will feel like there is no way out. But here's the good news, and it's the main thing I want you to grab hold of tonight. God knows more about you than you. Psalms 139, 1-4 reads like this. You have searched me, Lord, and you know me. You know when I sit and when I rise. You perceive my thoughts from afar. You discern my going out and my lying down. You are familiar with all my ways. Before a word was on my tongue, Lord, you know it completely. See, God knows you, your actions, your thoughts, even your soon-to-be actions. He knows your future and what your life will look like in 3 years. Think about this. You don't even know this, but He does. God knows more about you than you. And this is one of the reasons why it's fundamentally illogical when we try to hide things from God. God already knows about it. In fact, the last youth service you were at, where you were worshiping God with everything you had, God knew then what you would be struggling with now and he still loves you. See, God knows you, all of you, and he still chooses to love you. Skipping down a couple verses in Psalms 139 to verse 13, it says, "For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb." Not only does God know you, God also created and designed you. And since he designed you, he knows how you're designed. He knows your passions. He knows your dreams. He knows the things that are going to make your life truly fulfilling. Therefore, he knows what we are meant to do, because only the designer knows the true design. But does God really know more about me than me? Let me prove it. You don't remember everything you've ever done in your life, but he does. Sometimes you don't even know the feelings and emotions you are going through in this present, but he does. And you certainly don't know what your life is going to look like in 5 years, but again, he does. God knows more about you than you, and this is great news when we have left God on red and our relationship with him is stalled out, because he knows the way out. The final 2 verses conclude this chapter with a puzzling invitation. It says, "Search me, God, and know my heart. Test me and know my thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me on the way of everlasting." Isn't this a little interesting? Like, why does he say this? He already said God knew everything about him, so why invite God to search him? I believe that this searching process wasn't for God, but for him. It was for God to reveal to him the things that weren't right in him, and then to lead him in the way he should go. When our relationship with God is off, we need to cry out to the Father, "Search me, reveal to me, and lead me on the path back to you." You can't fix something you don't know is broken. And when there is a problem inside of us, when we have left the relationship with the Lord on red, God knows exactly what is broken, even if we don't. We need to restart the conversation and ask him to search us, to know us, and to reveal to us the way we need to go to get back to him.
One thing I desire, only this I seek, just to dwell here forever. This'll be my posture, laying at your feet, just to dwell here forever. Dearest Father, closest friend, most beautiful, most beautiful. Dearest Father, closest friend, most beautiful, most beautiful. One thing I desire, only this I seek, just to dwell here forever. This will will be my posture, laying at your feet, just to dwell here forever. Dearest Father, closest friend, most beautiful, yes you are. Dearest Father, closest friend, most beautiful, yes you are. Dearest Father, closest friend, most beautiful, dearest Father, closest friend, most beautiful, There are no words, there's nothing left. Our love sings to you. Oh, there are no words, there's nothing left. Our love sings to you. Oh, there are no words, there's nothing left. Our love sings to you. Oh, there are no words, there's nothing left. Our love sings to you. Oh, dearest Father, closest friend, most beautiful, dearest Father, closest friend, most beautiful, Oh, I'm so in love with you. You're beautiful, so beautiful. I fix my eyes on you. You're beautiful, so beautiful. I'm so in love with you. You're beautiful, so beautiful. I fix my eyes on you. You're beautiful, so beautiful. With just one word, everything changes. I'm captivated. I'll never be the same. With just one word, everything changes. I'm captivated. I'll never be the same. With just one word, everything changes. I'm captivated. I'll never be the same. With just one word, everything changes. I'm captivated. I'll never be the same. Dearest Father, closest friend, most beautiful,